Viewer comment. Viewer comments.
I know, viewer comments.
This is the first
amazing.
one
I know
that you're on.
The first viewer comment I've ever done.
So first off, I want to just give a quick shout out because first, like, this is a community.
Yeah.
You know, and we've grown quite a bit in the last month, and I'm really feeling the community forming.
It's awesome. We have 4 followers.
We're going for a huge number here. Screw it. We're gonna go even higher. We're gonna do something crazy. 5 likes. 5 likes.
5
likes. So make sure you hit the like button.
You need to kill that like button and murder that subscribe button. Get it done.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to join. But this community is awesome, and I want to give a quick shout out to I Am Duce #1 because he was actually the first person to request a variant fatigue video. And he didn't get mentioned in our variant fatigue video because there's a few others that got mentioned. So I want to give him a quick shout out. So thank you so much for posting your comment, recommending the video that you wanted to see us do.
Yep.
We do like receiving your comments. We read them. We chat about them. We make videos on them sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
He despises variants.
Some people do despise variants, but on the variant fatigue video, we did actually have a good comment, and I like this guy's idea. So Brian S. commented, I buy much more DC than Marvel, but I usually pick up the variant, not the main cover, because the art appeals to me more. I look at it this way. My favorite artist of all time is Mike Grell. He still works in comics, but it's usually variant covers for Green Arrow or Batman. I'll do anything to support him staying active. Now, Mike Grell started doing Legion of Superheroes Superboy stuff in the mid-'70s. He did an amazing run taking over Green Lantern from Neil Adams. He did a Batman run. He did the Green Arrow Resurrection. But the idea is that with these variant covers, if you are supporting someone good, be supporting someone good. Don't worry about buying every single variant because if you really like Artgerm, buy Artgerm. So I like Brian S.'s suggestion and I like this. So even with variant fatigue, as long as you stay in your lane and do what you need to do, that's a great way to keep it fresh.
Over on Instagram TV, where we also post these podcasts, we have the IG Comic Fam. We got some comments there. And BS Chaps, he said that every book doesn't need a 3 to 5 variant count. Some not even 1. He thinks that maybe just like it should be reserved for the bigger books. And this comment is similar across the board in that whole stream of comments on this video that we'll link off to in the end. That it seems like the consensus is that they don't mind variants. The community doesn't mind them. It's just it's too many. And maybe if there was more of a standard in place, almost like an expected amount. Per comic, not 20 for every one that comes out.
No, and I order comics every single month, and I have to turn in my order to Diamond. And when I'm going through like the Marvel section, there were points in time where I will miss regular issues because I don't know how many variants there are. And if there's 50 copies of a variant for this, and 20 copies for this, and 20 copies for this, and 20 copies for this, sometimes I forget to order the main variant just because I'm going through the checklist and going, do I need that variant? No. Do I need that variant? No. Do I need that variant? And I miss... You know, you get to be Deadpool part 3 of 5, and I don't order any copies of it just because there were 14 different variants. So make it simple. Give me a variant for number 1. Give me a variant for number 20. Give me a variant for number 52. Thank you, DC. Every single time they like that number. But that's the idea. We don't need variants for every single issue.
Just Wilder posted a comment on our variant fatigue video. He said that variant comics kind of reminds him of like the microtransactions in video games, and I kind of understand that. I hate those those extra fees.
Yeah,
it keeps me away from playing video games.
Not something you want to have to be doing, but it's kind of the way the industry is going right now. You get a game for free and understand that if you want the full game, you're going to pay $5 at a time to unlock.
If you want a Fantastic Four #1, you may have to,
pony up 15 copies to get that Scotty Young variant of all 4 of your favorites.
Exactly.
So another one of our viewers had a great comment in the Half Price Books video, and we were talking about buying comics and shipping comics and all of the above, and condition, removing stickers from them. And Derek Weisnant commented, I ordered a set of ASM 298 through 300 on eBay that were perfectly in absolutely wonderful condition, but the seller sent them in a regular brown paper envelope. When I opened the envelope, they were ruined. 300 had something like 34 color breaking creases on it.
Oh, that's rough.
I sent them back and got my cash back, but was pissed because I got them for like $300 for the set 5 years ago.
Oh, damn. Near mint copies of 98, 99, and 300.
To hear.
My naive ass returned one of the, like 300, some of them were printed with that like...
The weird jagged.
Yeah, jagged on the cover.
Yep.
So when I got that, I thought, oh, this is actually messed up and this could affect the grade. And I learned that that actually doesn't affect the grade for that book.
It was, a large part of the later print run does have it. And for the most part, most people looking at it aren't going to affect it. Kind of like the black on those kind of get a little bit speckly because of that ad. And it doesn't hit the value as much as it possibly could if you were really dealing with, just because it's kind of a print variant.
I really enjoyed a couple of these comments I wanted to highlight here. Rick Dodson says, upgrade the second camera. I need HD goodness all over.
This is something that we've been working on for a while, and hopefully I look a little bit more HD, and you can see every single one of my crow's feet. 4 crow's feet.
Yep.
What are we doing?
We did it. We upgraded the second camera.
I look old.
We did it for you, Rick. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rick Dodson, for making me look old on camera.
Ooh, and then gaming, psychology, and science. What a name there. What do you think is the best grading service, taking into account that grading is subjective and wanting to grade a comic is only to preserve it? Whoa, that's a pretty big question.
So I think Tom's Ziploc bag service that he runs out of his garage is a fantastic one. Tom just being able
TBX?
to slab TBX.
TBX.
That's perfect. There's only 2 people that work for it. We're absolutely reputable, and we'll autograph every single book.
Oh, I certify signatures.
I'll certify signatures. Do you want a Jack Kirby signature? I'll make that happen for you.
Oh, I know. Yes.
TBX, gonna get it done.
I'm good to go.
Oh my God. In all actuality, I think Tom and I both really are big fans of CBCS, but we have had stuff graded from CGC before. We have touched on these grading companies. There has been a video about CGC and PGX made. We are going to be talking to Steve Barak, who's the president of CBCS. He's actually commented before. He's reached out to us. We can get a little bit more information about him. We're going to try and get him on and be able to make something and talk a little bit more about why we like CBCS and why we think that they are definitely up and coming and a great company to support.
Very well put, Russ.
Yep.
Ooh, and you know what? I'm going to give my homie a quick little shout out here. Comics with Bueller. He commented on the variant fatigue video before he even finished watching it. He said, I love this episode already, and I just started watching it. Variants drive me crazy, and personally, there are just too many of them, and I can't keep track. And for the comic shops, I hate the hoops they have to go through to get them. And then they're stuck with all the back issues.
I have actually joked about opening a bird store where I can sell cockatoos and cockatiels, so I can take all of the leftover variant comics and line their bird cages with it.
Oh my gosh, Russ.
Because there are so many extra bird lining, just because I need 75 extra copies of, ASM 801 because I needed to get those variants. So come and check out Russ's bird store. Free comic books lining all of your cages.
Comics with Bueller, by the way, quick little shout out. He's got a YouTube page. He started his YouTube page like the same month that we started our podcast.
Oh, very cool.
And I met him over at Emerald City Comic Con.
Nice.
Ran up and said, dude, you just started putting out videos. I did too. So I've been following him. You should go check him out. I'll link off his video in the description below. He's got a fun little comic book community growing himself.
Yep.
It's very different than what we do. I enjoy it. I join his live feeds to watch him talk about comic books. He does a lot of weekly polls. I give him a recommendation. Go check him out.
Very, very cool.
And I think that's how we're going to just end this podcast. We do appreciate your time today. Thank you so much to the best comic book community in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. You are all the best. Remember to geek responsibly.
Enough said. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, geekstreet101.com. That's my website where you can sign up for the mystery mail call where I send you comic books monthly.